Hey everybody, welcome to the Creativity Cave. I'm Dina Rico and I am so excited to share with you this really simple but truly gorgeous card. And I hope that you're going to like it as much as I do. I think it just looks happy and it's perfect because I don't know where you are in the world, but it is so not spring right here. And this is a happy spring card. So I'm hoping spring will come to Iowa, but let me tell you, so far, no luck. So there's a few different parts to this card, so let me show you what they are. We're going to be coloring with our Stampin' Blends, and whenever we color with Stampin' Blends, that means we need to stamp our image in black Memento ink. That is the ink that works well with blends. So I'm going to take my stamped image, and I'm using the Stamp Set Petal palette, which is one of my faves. Just trying to find my stamp set. I know I have it somewhere here in this pile. I love the stamp set. There's a lot of versatility in the images as well as the coordinating dies, and I think it is one of the most popular items from the Occasions catalog. And here is the stamp set right here. And this is a big set. It's got lots of words and images, and then the framelits are really cool too. So I've got an online class for that. Did I say that yet? On my blog. So I'll put a link to that class in the description of this video so that you can register for it. Okay. So I'm going to take the large floral image and ink this up. Like I said, using my black Memento ink. And then we're going to let it dry for a few minutes while we put the rest of the card together. So I'll just set that aside. That gives the ink a chance to dry while we're working on the rest of our project so that it doesn't smear when we go to color it. Okay, I've got just a simple white card base, which I'll fold in half. If you're a purist, you can use your bone folder, but I'm kind of lazy. I also have a piece of the coordinating printed paper. Ooh, that side is pretty too. So you can use whichever side you'd like. I do like those stripes though. And then of course I'm adding a splash of color with the ribbon. And then do you notice this little scalloped edge here? That uses the, whoops, wrong punch. This punch, which I love, it's kind of a 2-for-1 punch. On one end you get this eyelet design, and on the other end it's just the scallops. So I am a big fan of the scallops. So let me show you how I'm going to punch this. I'm going to start with just a strip of cardstock, and I'm going to push it into my punch, making sure that the edge is flush against the back of the punch. Then I'll slide it along and line up the design on, you can see it's printed on the punch, so I've lined it up on this side, and again I'm making sure that the back is flush with my punch. So I'll punch it twice, and once more should do it. And again, lining everything up and pushing the back edge, and there is my design. So I really like this. And I've got this little pile of trash which I can get rid of. It makes cute little confetti if you want to share that with others. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take the back side, and gosh, maybe we should we do it on this side? That way you can choose which side you like better. So I'll put this down. I'm just running a strip of adhesive down the side, and then I will adhere the scallops right here to the edge. So just the little scallops are peeking out, so not too much. And then we'll adhere the rest of this to our card. And I just want to make sure that I leave enough room for the sentiment to be stamped down right here. Okay, so that looks pretty cute so far. And then I'll get rid of this. That's just the leftover from my punching. Now let's take a look. Oh, we can stamp our sentiment actually. We'll do that quickly. This uses the Daffodil Delight ink because that's going to coordinate with my Stampin' Blends that I'll use here in a second. And I don't want the I want love you. That's all I want. So what I'll do to make that happen is I'm going to take a Post-it note. I've got little pieces flying all over here. So I'm going to take a Post-it note, and I just need a little bit of this, so I'm going to rip it off and I'll save and use the rest later. But I'll just stamp or cover up the I just, okay, and then I'm going to ink this up Now this next part is really important. Remove the Post-it note. Trust me, I've not removed it before. It's not pretty. And then I'm just going to stamp that in the bottom corner there. So, love you. I like that because it's just kind of short and sweet. Okay, to do the coloring is very easy. We're just using 2 sets of blends. I've got my Daffodil Delight combo pack and my Old Olive combo pack. I'll start with olive because it's really easy. And what I want to do is, I like using the bullet end on smaller spaces like this. I'm just going to color in some dark areas on here. I tend to like to do the dark spots first and then go to the light. I'm also kind of aware and careful that I'm not getting too much dark on here because I don't want my my colors to be all the same. I definitely want to see some gradation of colors. So you can see that's all of the dark color I'm going to add. Of course, I can always come back and add more if necessary. And then I'll go over it with the lighter color. And here I can use either tip is fine. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of your personal preference. So I'll go ahead and color in the remainder of the leaf and kind of blend out some of that color just by going over it a little bit. And then you'll see the lines kind of disappear and it's a nice blended gradient, which looks so pretty and professional, like I'm an actual professional colorist. I know I fool people a lot. I suppose I technically get paid to color, so maybe I am a professional colorist. I don't know. All right. There we go. That looks pretty good. Next, I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight. I want the inside of each petal to be darker and then the tip of each petal to be lighter. So I'll go darker here, darker to the inside, and so forth. And then just like before, I'll fill in the rest with my lighter blend. And here again, you can come back and add color or take it away. If you have the color lifter, you can remove some of the color, and sometimes I do that. Because this is kind of a sketch drawn image, it's not critical that everything is perfect, so it's no worries about that. I also want to give you a little update. I was on the Stampin' Up! Website and noticed that the inventory was showing that some of the Stampin' blends that have been unavailable and back ordered are going to start coming in early May and then throughout the month. So that is good news. They are coming. It'll just be a little bit longer. So that is exciting news. And like I mentioned on my Facebook Live last week, there are more colors of blends coming. So that is also very exciting. I think they're going to go really nicely with the colors that we've got. So yay! Of course, I'll keep you posted on that on my website and my Facebook page. So make sure you check that out if you haven't. And there's links to all of that in the description of this video. So now I'm just kind of going over everything, blending out those colors, and this looks pretty good. I'm happy with my results so far. Now to finish this off, what I wanted to do is create a little bit of shimmer. And actually, I guess I'll die cut first and then I'll create my shimmer, but I'm going to add some clear Wink of Stella. Now, next I'm going to die cut this out with the framelit from this set, which might be sitting, yep, it's sitting by my Big Shot. I'll be right back and we'll finish up the card. All right, I've cut my framelit out, or my flowers out with my framelit. And like I said, I'm just going to add some clear Wink of Stella to add some shimmer to this. I tried to capture it in the photos on my blog, but I'm not sure that you can fully appreciate how beautiful it is. And that shimmer is just such a nice touch. So here we go. Do you see that? Oh, so happy. Shimmer makes everything better, I think. Now to finish this up, of course, I'm going to pop this up onto my card. So I'll take some dimensionals and stick them to the back, and then I'll add some ribbon underneath. And to keep this from getting really bulky, I decided to just do a loop of ribbon. And so I've got my double stitched ribbon here. I love this because it's X's on one side and dashes on the other. and I like the X's. So I'm going to kind of position this on my card to get a feel for how much ribbon I need, and then I'll trim this off. And then I'll take and position this on here, kind of like that. And then this can go right over the top. And I might trim this just a little as well, just so it looks nice. And I think this is just such a happy color with the pop of yellow on my card. I definitely like the look of it, and I hope you do too. I'll just trim these ends just a little extra. And I'm moving this loop a little because it's sticking out and I don't like it. It's my card. I can fix it if I want to. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed this. You'll have to tell me in the comments below which one you like better, the stripes or the flowers. And I hope, if nothing else, it brightens your day and that spring comes your way soon, no matter where you are. Thank you so much for joining me today, and come back later because I have more projects coming for videos this week. So I can't wait to stamp with you again soon. If there's anything that you need to purchase, would you please consider shopping my online store? It helps me bring more awesome videos just like this to you each week. And I really appreciate your support. Of course, I have a fantastic VIP rewards program for all my customers, and I'd love to invite you to join us. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.